Yeah. Thank you very much. Very happy to welcome the man behind the NBA Desktop Series on The Ringer, Jason Concepcion, his better half, Mallory Rubin. These are the two co-hosts of the Binge Mode podcast. Welcome to The Jump. And, you know, we couldn't put it in the copy. We were afraid. They were like, you'll get in trouble. But it's a Grantland reunion.
That's right, it is. That's right, it is.
Come on, we should be proud of cool accomplishments at this company. There you go. Makes me happy. Binge Mode, ranked the #1 podcast of 2017 by Time Magazine. That's like official.
#1 is as high as you can go, I think.
Pretty
so
crazy.
That was pretty good.
I mean, when that came, how did you guys even find out about that?
Twitter.
Literally
That's
Twitter.
one does.
So you're like a player that got found out he got traded?
Yeah. I didn't believe, could not believe it.
We were like, is this supposed to say 100? What's happening here?
Extremely shocking day.
I mean, it's funny. Everyone I know is such a big fan of that podcast. Yeah. Did you know that it was sort of reaching people beyond your circle?
You know, I think one thing that we knew with certainty going into the launch of the podcast is that people like Game of Thrones.
Popular show.
Game of Thrones is a popular show.
Hey,
so that is helpful. You know, it's one of the last remaining bits of monoculture in the world right now. One of the last things that really unites a lot of people. And so we thought, okay, on the one hand, there's like a saturation already. A lot of shows about Game of Thrones. On the other hand, the appetite is insatiable. So we knew people would be interested. I don't think we knew it would be successful, but it's been really
awesome. As you point out, yes, there's an insatiable thirst for Game of Thrones, but there's also like 100 Game of Thrones podcasts. What I think is so fun about what you guys do, and by the way, it's not just Game of Thrones. They've taken this to a bunch of shows and movies. You guys, with Game of Thrones, you've both read all the books. You are expert, and yet you also treat it like, you know, with fun and just sort of as someone who's a little bit more of a novice to the series really likes. Zach, of course, you're not Game of Thrones.
I bailed out of Game of Thrones. But one of my best memories of Jason is we found out we were on the same flight back from LA to Vegas during Summer League, like 4 Summer Leagues ago. And I just asked him questions about Game of Thrones for like an hour or however long the flight is. And he was just off the top of his head. What did you tell me? The book had to be separated because it broke the binding or something. I was like, this is the greatest flight of my life.
Yeah, it was actually too big.
To be
Books
bound.
4 and 5 were too big to be bound together.
Amazing.
Jason and Mallory are experts in many forms of literature, including Harry Potter, which we may or may not get to in this segment. But I do want to talk to you, which I know that's where Zach's crossover is.
I don't want to get in trouble.
No doubt about it. We do know also that you're a big Knicks fan because you talk about it often on Twitter. How do you feel? How do you feel about how this season has turned out?
They're losing, which is great. Last season before the tanking reforms take place. I'm upset that my son, Kristaps Porzingis, as we see here, gripping his knee in agony, is out for the season. But it gives us a chance to lose while developing our young players like Frank Ntilikina.
Do you believe any of that as you're saying it?
Yeah, Frank Ntilikina is going to be, if they develop him, if he develops, he's got all the tools to be good. He's already one of the...
They can't lose enough, though. They can't catch. The only team they can catch is the Bulls.
They started impressively close.
These other
the rest
teams,
of the tankers.
these other teams don't win.
One of the things about being a Knicks fan, though, especially a lifelong Knicks fan like Jason, is you become really adept at convincing yourself of the lie. Like, it's the only way you can get through every day.
Get through the day, baby.
Listen, they should have lost earlier, but they're losing now. Moutier and Trey Burke are helping in that respect.
Moutier, elite tank weapon.
All right, so you're clearly biased. I'm asking Mallory as an NBA expert and dispassionate observer. Do you think they should keep Jeff Hornacek?
Ooh.
I think, in general, that across sports, college, pros, we've entered an era where there's just too much turnover for any plan to ever work. So I think there's a case for leading into stability for just a little bit longer. And seeing, you know, again, the last year of tanking, if you get a high enough pick, this is like a loaded draft. I don't know. Who do you have your eye on in the draft? You're a Trae Young.
Oh, by the way, can you weigh in on this, by the way?
That's Joakim Noah and Jeff Hornacek fighting.
This is an artist representation. I feel like I got to make that point every time. People have written to us being like, wait, did that really happen?
I think it's captured on the street.
Photoshop.
Listen, if
something happened.
If Joe No could still move like that, he might be playing.
For us. Better.
No, it's all right.
So do you want them to stink again next year while Porzingis is recovering and get another good draft pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
You think he's going to be recovering all through next year?
I mean, January, maybe.
Yeah, Jenny.
It could be.
Yeah, it could be. It could be a while.
It's a proven. The process works.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you because this is going to be fun for me. You guys have worked with Zach in the past.
Yes, we have.
You do follow me on social media. You have obviously met Grumpy Zach.
It's just me. Grumpy Zach is just me.
So Grumpy Zach earlier, he's always unhappy every time he's
That's
in this.
uncalled for. That is completely uncalled
Right?
for.
And look, after I put him in the Lakers, which really is a
You couldn't give him the
young,
Celtics
well,
one?
that's the thing. As a young Celtics fan, he was
Again,
not
all
happy
I
with.
want to say is I just want to have conversations as human beings.
All
I
I
don't
do-
want to have a phone in my
I
face.
put out on
It's a
the
very
Sun's
simple
Twitter, and he
stance
just
I
like,
have.
this is offensive. And then he also earlier in the
She's a
week
bully.
said that you were offended when someone called you sir at Sloan.
Wow.
I just want to know if Grumpy
loves it.
I know it's great, but
Sir,
Grumpy
it's a
Zach
sign
is
of
secretly the
respect.
best Zach.
It's
right?
his brand.
Right?
Wait, why did Sir offend you? It made you feel old?
I'm old.
Made you feel
I don't
washed?
need to be reminded that I'm
You're not
soaked.
He's
soaked.
You're a tough man.
Washed and dried.
Oh, come on.
Jay Crowder's going to get into Twitter beef with
know.
you now.
Well,
What
Jay
are
Crowder
those
doesn't
pink,
Twitter
what
beef,
are those
thank God.
puffy pink emojis supposed to be?
Those are devil emojis, the purple devil, which is kind of like, haha.
They look like balloons.
mischief.
Okay, so
Okay.
so again, to circle back to our Grantland theme, because we only have 20 more seconds, do you have a gift for Zach Lowe?
Oh, yes. Zach, I brought something for you. As per your tweet.
Oh, look at this.
Finally.
Producer Carlos coming on set.
The boss would never give me this.
What are you
the boss
doing out
would
of
never
here?
give me this. Where's my Grantland hoodie? I
There
got
are
my
4
Grantland
boxes
hoodie.
in the office.
We'll see you
Paper.
guys Monday. Jump us off tomorrow. Happy Sports Nation, everyone.